Yo. Mama Kush in the garden, man, watch it grow. Got the green thumbs, teaching love to the show. Seed bunnies rolling up, got the papers right. In this homegrown community, we ignite the light. Join us on the gram, see the magic unfold. Together we rise, let the stories be told. Homegrown, we united, rolling through the night. Community lifted, everything feels so right. Join us for the ride, knowledge flows like a stream. In the heart of cannabis, we're living the dream. Mr.Ganiks spitting wisdom, knowledge so deep. Papa Kush on the beats, grooving to a new leap. Every Wednesday and Friday, let's gather the crowd. Live on YouTube, yeah, we're making you proud. From the roots to the tips, we're sharing the vibe. In this homegrown family, we'll forever thrive. Homegrown, reunited, rolling through the night. Community lifted, everything feels so right. Join us for the ride, knowledge flows like a stream. In the heart of cannabis, we're living the dream. From the roots to the tips, we're sharing the vibe. In this homegrown.
Hi, happy Wednesday.
Happy Wednesday.
Yes. Awesome intro. Thank you so much, Kind Buds. I know it's a little catchy, isn't it? A little catchy. Thank you, everybody, for joining us this evening.
Yes.
How is everybody today?
Doing good.
And great.
Doing very good. It's
Happy
Wednesday.
Wednesday.
Tomorrow's hump day.
Tomorrow's hump day, and then we got Grow Me Gardens on Friday. So
Yep.
tonight we have something a little fun. It's almost the end of summer, so we thought we would do something really fun for you guys, and we're going to interview ourselves and the one and only Papa Kush as well.
Yeah.
So this is going to be really fun. So anybody in the chat, drop your questions in the chat for us, and we'll try and get in as many as we can while we do this. I thought this would be a really fun thing to do for the end of the summer.
Yes, for sure.
Different.
But
Something different.
before we do get into that, just a reminder, we are on Spotify under HGTC podcast. Just going to wait till Papa catches up. You could also find us over on Instagram under Homegrow the Community Official, Cbunnygrow, Mr.Ganiks with a K, Papa _Kush 420, and Mama Kush 420.
It's not Friday, Bunny. You have to remain professional. It's Wednesday.
Keep it together.
And you could also find our merch over on HGTC.springs I forget. Darn it. Creative. Yes.
Where'd our cheat sheet
Look
go?
in our links on Instagram under Homegrow the Community Official. I give up today.
It's on YouTube as well. It's on all our videos on YouTube. There you go.
HGTC.creator-spring.com. Where would we be without Papa?
We'd be a bunch of babbling idiots, is where we.
Well,
So this is one way you guys can give back to the channel to help keep this nonsense
even with Papa,
running.
we're still kind of babbling idiots. I mean,
we are, but he makes it funny.
That's right.
he makes that shit look good.
That's right. That's right.
We also have the giveaway going on still, if one of you would like to get more into that.
Ganiks?
So at 1,500 subscribers, we are at 1,484. We need 16 more subscribers, and we are going to run a giveaway. It is going to be anybody that's come on for Grow Me Gardens, whether it was campfire or to show your plants. You've already been entered into it. Your name's been written down, and we will be doing a draw on the live after we hit the 1,500. And we'll have a fun night. We got some cool prizes.
Yeah, it'll
Bud
be
Cup.
fun.
So there's Bud Trainer, there's AC
Yes.
Infinity, there's Hygrozyme, there's Can, there's Outlaw Seeds.
Yes.
We've had some other people reach out and donate as well. So there's going to be some good stuff going on. So it'll be a fun night.
Yes.
So
Yes, hit that subscribe button. Pigeons in the house. Welcome.
Yes, and we are very close to reaching it too. So that is very exciting.
yes, very, very close. So share it, get it out there. Get your grandmas on board, your grandpas, your aunts, your uncles, everybody.
That's right. The faster we get to 1,500, the faster we can draw this. And I would like to have a party on Friday night and celebrate this 1,500. So, I mean, you know, we gotta just get the word out. And I hear Ganiks might be in a bit of a costume for us. This is what I'm hearing. There might be some paper mache involved. I don't know. But the faster we get to 1,500, the faster we can find out.
Yes. And speaking of Ganiks, if you haven't got our slaps yet and would like a slap, you can reach out to Ganiks over on Instagram, and he will send you guys a slap that from all of us.
What's going on
Slapmaster G.
That's right.
Slapmaster Mailman G. Yes. That's what I should
We do.
When I get a new vehicle, I should get like the Postman Pat type band. You know what I mean? Happy birthday to Papa Puffs in the chat. It was his birthday yesterday.
Yes.
Happy belated birthday.
Happy belated birthday.
And Despicable Dabs was the day before.
Yes.
So,
Happy birthday week to everyone.
Papa and I had our anniversary this week.
Yes, you guys did.
That's right.
150 years. Can you believe it? It's like
I know, that's crazy.
We were children.
Witchy.
150 years. That's impressive. That is
good. Very impressive.
Right?
So, what's the gift?
I think it's the diamonds, the gold, the jet skis. No, I'm kidding.
The jet skis.
Papa needs to delete that so bad. Oh my goodness.
Papa's gonna get in trouble.
I was just gonna give him a lovely little anniversary. Nothing.
Go fuck yourself.
You too.
Oh, wow. It begins early.
Here we go.
Early.
Oh boy.
We're having Friday night on a Wednesday. That's how
right?
early.
Yeah, I need to start. Yeah, I do. But you know what the problem is? Over the last 150 years, he's got these random things in his phone. So he sits on the couch in the middle of the night scrolling for the worst possible photos he could possibly find.
Well, 150 years ago, you never thought you'd be here on YouTube. You never thought you'd be here on YouTube. You know,
that's my passport face, people. That is my passport face. That's the face that I make. And that's after I get my passport. No, I'm kidding. And now I'm a pirate. Okay, Papa, you can suck it.
Oh,
please.
boy.
Thank you.
Look at it. She's out there making waves.
That's right.
You see the waves that she created with that thing? That's funny.
Oh my goodness. Okay, Papa, suck it.
Poor mom.
Okay, so we are going to move on with the show now. We've given Papa too much of a floor right now.
Yes.
Putting himself in trouble after this is what he's going to do.
Also, shout out to the mod squad who are moderating our chats tonight. So J-Rats, Alicia, and Shane. So big shout out to them.
Shane, yeah.
Yes.
And J-Rats had an anniversary as well on Monday. Yeah, Monday, the 26th, whatever day 26th was. Yes. So shout out to J-Rats and Mrs. J-Rats.
Shane keeps it cool, got that modded vibe. They're the chat moderators, keeping it tight. Justice in the threads, ready to fight. The mod squad's in the game, they're making it right. J-Rats, Alicia, Shane, shining so bright. From the chat to the streets, they're taking the lead. In a world full of noise, they're the voices we need. Finesse, they patrol the digital land, solving the conflicts, making a stand. Community driven, they're here for you, rising to the challenge, always coming through.
I love it.
Nice.
Yes, I love it. I love it. Oh my goodness. Oh, shout out to Ganiks and Cbunny for putting their little brains together and putting that together for us. Oh my goodness.
Man, we made a whole platinum album this week.
Oh God.
Yeah, you got a new song.
You guys just stay tuned. You don't even know. You got HGTC Productions on the way.
Right?
That's right.
Give everybody
Platinum.
give a thumbs up if you heard the new intro song. We don't get that many thumbs up, then that means that people were
Yes.
and they missed
So
hell of a song.
thumbs up if you liked it. Thumbs up. Thumbs down if you didn't.
Thumbs up if you like it, and thumbs up if you don't.
Yeah, exactly. Or middle finger if you don't.
Just
Either
kidding,
way,
I'm
who
just
cares?
Yeah, the middle finger works.
Yeah, look at all of them. Oh my goodness, that was so fun. That was so fun.
Mhm.
It was
All
fun,
right, are
actually.
we ready? Are we ready to move on? Did we get all our housekeeping done? Did we get all our digitals?
think
out of the
so.
way?
I think so.
Yes.
All right. Well, let's go on with the show, shall we?
We
So
shall.
we are going to do something fun tonight. Yeah. Welcome to our guests. Oh, beautiful Cbunny. Welcome. Oh, beautiful Cbunny. Oh, Mr. Ganiks, welcome. Welcome to
Thank you
Homebrew
so much for
Community.
having me. Thank you so much.
Oh, my goodness.
It's an
I
honor.
am Mama
It's
Kush.
an honor.
I am Mama Kush, and I am pleased to meet both of you. I am excited
Oh,
to
yes.
see what we're going to find out about you both tonight.
Oh, boy.
And about yourself as well.
Oh, no. See, if I keep asking the questions, then I don't have to answer any.
Oh, no.
That's not working that way.
Whatever question is asked, we all answer.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And we're gonna be dropping something new and exciting during this evening. And do we want to announce it or just wait for it to happen as a surprise?
I say we.
Let's do surprise. We'll do surprise.
You want to do a surprise?
Stay
Or do you
tuned.
wanna-
Stay tuned. It makes them stay. You gotta stay tuned to know.
Yeah, we're gonna do something new this evening, and then we'll test it out, see if everybody likes it, and if not, then we don't use it ever again.
When it happens, give us the thumbs up if you like it, and the FUs if you don't.
If you don't, that's all right.
Oh my goodness. So in the chat, drop any questions you may have for us. Oh, Ganiks, you want to take the first one?
We're not that scientific in this
Okay.
This
This is
Unless
our
you
Wednesday
guys have an
show. You have to
answer.
Read out loud.
I built the
You have to read
pyramids,
out loud.
and there's no record of it because they didn't want to give me the credit for it.
Questions out loud because this episode will be on Spotify.
Oh,
So the question was, who really built the pyramids and why are there no records of it?
There is a record of them because you can go to them. They are a physical thing, so there is a record of them.
She's not wrong.
I built the pyramids, and there's no record of it because the record creator was a DeWalt lover.
Oh, fucking
That's why.
DeWalt. Every time. Trained, welcome.
That's why there's no record of it.
That's why there's no record.
So we have another question from Tommy Two Buds. What was your first time? When was your first time getting high?
First time
Oh,
getting
my.
high.
Who's starting this one?
Ganiks, you can start this one.
Yeah.
You're the delinquent of the bunch.
So I was 12. I was 12.
Yep. See, the delinquent.
It was in the summer, going into grade 8, and I went to my buddy Tom's house, and he's a Filipino guy, and his mom doesn't really speak the best English, and there was a whole like story leading up to us even getting it. Like, ran into a guy that we know, and we asked him, like, probably sounded like a cop while we were asking because we had no idea what we were doing. And then had to call a guy on a payphone to a pager, and then we got
You're
sent.
old.
We had to go to these guys' house, and then we go in there. I'm 12 years old. We walk in, and there's like handguns on the table, and I'm like, oh my god! I'm like, what did I get myself into here? So then we get it, and then we go back to my buddy's house, who lives like just down the road, where his Filipino parents are and don't speak very good English. We thought it would be a great idea to put blankets around the bottom of a bunk bed and hotbox inside this bunk bed. We're like, it won't smell. Well, within 5 minutes, his mom was upstairs yelling at us in Filipino, and we were banned from that house for a long time.
Oh yeah, that family now hates you.
Well, I ended up actually living with him. He was actually the first person I ever moved out with, and his mom used to come over and like make us dinner and stuff. Like she was the coolest ever. After, like, later on, she didn't like me very much growing up, but she was super cool when we got older. And yeah, there's my story. That's my first time.
My first time, I was a little bit older. I wasn't quite rebellious as you. I was about 15, but I was on my own. I was already living on my own. I smoked one, and to be honest, I didn't see the point of it. I didn't get no effect off of it. At least in my head, I didn't. And to me, I thought it was a waste of time. And I never smoked again until I was almost in my 20s. And that's when I started to learn about how much it helps and everything else that came with it.
Yes. Well, yeah, you were an adult. Your brain is a little bit more formed at that point.
Yes.
You can take in the information, right?
That's right.
Exactly.
So I don't really remember my first time, but I remember a time when I was quite young. I think I've told this story before. My mother worked in the cafeteria at my high school, so she was my cafeteria lady, and our smoke pit was just outside where the door to the back door to the cafeteria was. We would just go in the bushes and go smoke. It was allowed back then. That's where they told us to go. But a couple
is that
of
what you
us
guys called
decided
the pit?
Yep.
Is that the pit? Yeah. Okay.
That was the pit. Yep. And so we decided to smoke a joint between a few of us, because back in those days, like, one joint would last you all night. I don't understand how that's impossible. Now I can't get through one sentence without a joint, but that's
that's a whole different story.
So my mom, I guess she was working late, or I didn't have the timing right or something, but she came out, she heard all these kids, the bell went, and everybody went back to school, but a bunch of us. And so she heard a bunch of people like rustling around in the bushes outside, and she thought she heard my laugh. And I swear it was my laugh that got me almost busted. And she screamed my name across the parking lot. And she is there. And of course, she's the cafeteria lady, so she knows all my friends. She was bribing them. I'll give you free chips. I've got day old donuts here. You can have them all. And of course, I mean, you're a teenager. Like, that's amazing. That's huge.
And everybody just came back from the forest or the bushes.
Exactly.
They
so
all had
are
munchies.
happening. Yeah, that's right. But nobody sold me out because as soon as I heard that door open, like I ran and then felt like there was like a log, and I lied down right behind this log, and I was like lying there completely still, stoned out of my brain and giggling to myself. But I know I have to be quiet because I'm going to get my ass kicked in front of all my friends. Like she had no problem with doing that.
That's funny.
So that's my story. I never got caught. But there was the cops. Oh my
fits.
goodness. Oh boy.
That's funny.
Oh boy.
Nice. So who wants to go next?
All right. Do we have any other questions? What was the first fuck up you made in your grow?
God.
Ooh.
Made so many.
Bunny first.
Definitely overwatering. And I still have a little bit a hard time with that when they're the seedling stage. But I'm getting better. But that was one of my biggest flaws from the start, for sure, overwatering.
Yeah, next, what about you?
My very first fuck up was probably not doing enough research on what I actually need for a grow. Because when I first started, I was growing in a tent, but it was in a really hot bedroom. Like we had no air conditioning and it was on the top floor. The window gets sun all day long and it was 1,000,000 degrees in this room, especially I had old school Blurple lights, like with fans that blow the heat out. So it's super hot. I didn't have ventilation. I didn't have oscillating fans in there. I had nothing.
That actually reminds me, I didn't have an intake or outtake either, my first.
Yeah. I fried my whole crop. Like I got the flower and I fucking fried the whole thing. Twice I did that.
Oh.
So
what about you, Mama?
I guess that would be my first.
I think it was probably overwatering as well. That is the toughest part for the seedling stage. But I remember this one time I forgot I was actually growing, and for a couple of days, and then I came back, and my girls weren't so happy with me. So after
how do you forget?
I just working on my mind. I had other things going, and after that, I decided I'm going in bigger pots because now I can water, and I don't have to go in unless I want to for a week. I can do it, and that I've learned my style. I'm lazy. I know this, but yeah,
that's a good style.
Would be the big one. Yeah.
I think that's an issue for a lot of people. Overwater or underwater. I feel like there's a correlation between the two of them because I feel like a lot of people get me for like nowadays. I feel like I underwater because I'm always so paranoid about overwatering that I underwater. And then once I started using those AC Infinity bases, I realized how much I'm actually underwatering them. And how much they're actually drinking.
And you were thinking you were overwatering them. You're like, oh, I can't go in that often. And you do, right? And then it's a skill. Watering is a skill.
Oh, yes.
5 years later, and I'm still playing with it. And I've decided I tested some different options outside this year. And I've decided that I'm going to translate that into the grow. So I have in here my tomatoes in my homemade earth box. And I also have two others that I have the lime, what is that? The wicking cord. I got it in a bucket and I've got it actually buried into the soil, and it just sucks up the water as needed because I was worried that we were going to be evacuated again this year. And my girls didn't last with me being gone for that long. It was so hot and dry and smoky and everything else. Right. So I thought, well, let's try this. But you know what? I found out I can be even lazier. So I'm like super excited.
And I just have, my issue is I have a hard time, my brain has a hard time wrapping around that a solo cup only needs a drop or two of water. It's like, how can it not need more? That's what my brain is thinking, which leads me to overwater. And it's like, Jesus. I just said not to do that.
Use a
Well,
turkey-based turf.
That's what
Yeah,
I do.
but that's what I mean. Like my brain can't understand how that is enough water.
Yes. Yeah. But once the seeds
always add
absorbed all that
water.
moisture,
Mhm.
yes,
You
that's
can always
right.
add
You can't
more
take it
water.
away.
You can't take it away. So
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's right.
no,
that's
That's
always been my
100%.
theory. That's always been my theory, and that's why I think I've been underwatering. But anyways,
I've had to transplant a few times because I've overwatered. So in that case, I had no other choice but to put them in a bigger pot and let the new soil soak up the excess water.
nice. All right. Oh,
Ganiks?
do you guys count your
Read out
Can't read
days from seed as your veg time, or do you count 2 weeks of seedling and then start after that? So for me, when I start my seedlings, I'm on 24 hours. I keep my light on for 24 hours until I get them out of the domes, until they're, whether it's a week, whether it's 2 weeks, whatever it is. Once I take the domes off, did you say 6 months?
Maybe.
Oh, okay. Is that how long your seedlings last for?
That's my
6
seedlings.
months?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah, so once I switch to 18/6, I mean, that could be a week, that could be 2 weeks, could be 3 days.
Yes.
It's just whenever I flip to 18/6 is what I call veg, personally.
I like them to have a few leaves definitely before I start counting veg. So definitely, like you said, once you remove the cups or whatever you have for your humidity, that's when I'll start. They're usually about this big. Or to be honest, I really start to count veg when I transplant them, which is about the same thing, about the same time. That's when I start to count veg. Yeah. When they go into their forever
as soon as
homes.
I can start playing with them, I can start knocking them over, and I can start, getting my hands all up in her business there. That's when I start counting the veg. Yeah. But sometimes, like when they're little, though, it's not, I'm not super aggressive when they're little. I have been known to be a little aggressive.
You've been known to be?
Been known to be, but, I'm Canadian. I say sorry.
Well, that makes
sorry,
it okay,
I broke you. Little band-aid, you'll be fine.
That's right.
That was a great question. So I just want to remind everybody that tonight we are just having a little Q&A, just having a little fun. At the top of the half hour, we're going to bring in Papa Kush in a couple of minutes. I think we're going to bring in Papa Kush soon, and you guys can get your questions ready for Papa Kush.
Yeah,
they will be censored.
The new Webby song yet. Oh yes,
came out last night. Oh no.
He's super. The way he brings out his songs is dope. He does premieres. So he does a live premiere. So it'll only be like 3 or 4 minutes long, but he's in the chat. He's chopping it up with everybody. So you get to go in there and talk shit with Chris Webby for 4 or 5 minutes, 3 minutes, whatever the song is. But he goes live for it every single time he drops a new song, and it's awesome. It's fun. Few hundred people in there talk shit, listening to the song together for the first time.
Anthony, always so you can send us the link if that's the case, because I don't know when he drops the new stuff. So I would love to hear it as well. That's amazing.
You have to subscribe to him on YouTube.
Oh, on YouTube. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's a live premiere on YouTube. So he releases all his singles on YouTube. He did an entire album in one night. Started at 7:30 at night Eastern time and went all the way to midnight.
Holy shit.
He dropped a song every 15 minutes from 7:30 at night till midnight. I watched the entire thing.
Oh, that's fun.
And each one of them was a separate live premiere. So he would air one, and then you would have to, and then it would end, and then you would have to leave and then wait for the next link to come out and then click the next one and go into it. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. Oh, that's fun. Okay, I'm gonna have to go subscribe. I follow him on Instagram, and he has liked my DMs. He's gone in and liked whatever I've said to him. He's never actually responded, but I have met him. I have handed him a joint, He handed it back. Then I gave it to my daughter, and she handed it to him, and he took it. But yes, we're fans. We're fans around here.
And I got to meet him in the
Yes.
summertime with J-Rats. That was cool.
Yes. Yes. Yeah, you had a busy week that week. You were like
Oh my
superstar
God.
that week.
Yes.
Yeah, I went
So it
there,
is-
and then I went the next day to meet Bunny, and then go to the Grow Up conference.
The
The day
Grow Up
after
thing.
the Chris Webby concert. Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah.
So we have hit the 9:30 mark. I don't know if we want to introduce our new segment now or
Ooh, let's do that, and then we'll bring Papa in. How's that?
Perfect.
All right, Papa, roll it.
Let her rip, Tater Chip. It's new. He's got to find it.
so Ganiks, did you want to talk about it a little bit?
All right. So what the lightning round is, there's 10 questions. We're going to do this with all of our Wednesday guests from here on out. There's 10 questions. Some have to do with cannabis. Some don't have to do with cannabis. And it's one-word answers. First thing that pops in your mind when you hear the question. So it's just short and sweet. That's why it's called lightning round. So Bunny's going to ask all the questions, and then you answer with
Answer it
the
as quickly.
first thing that pops in your head when you hear the question.
Yeah.
Closest to a one-word answer as you can make it.
Okay.
Okay.
So are we ready?
Are we gonna go are you gonna ask it and then we'll go around the circle and you have to answer the question as well?
I mean, if we have to.
I think that's fair.
Okay.
I think that's fair.
Okay, so question 1. What is the first thing you think of when you first wake up?
Oh, do I have time to fall back asleep before I have to pee?
Are my plants thirsty today?
Doobie.
Doobie. Oh,
That's my
nice.
first thought.
Like it. Like me. Yeah. Weed, joint. Look at the chat.
Yeah. If you were stranded on a island and can only and could only pick one way of consumption, what would it be? So I think everybody knows my answer to that. It would definitely be joints.
Okay. What was the question? So you can only pick what one?
One way of consumption.
Oh, bong,
Forever.
bong.
Bong?
Both of you?
Hundo.
Oh,
Man, that's a tough one because you're on an island. Like, what if your papers get wet?
But your bong could break.
that's right. It's a lightning round. Let's
Bong
go.
could
Let's go.
break.
Let's go.
I'm gonna say bong. I'm gonna say bong.
When it comes to growing, which do you prefer, auto or photo?
Oh wait, you did answer.
Oh,
Photo.
Photo. I like the auto because it's a lot quicker, but I seem to have more luck with photos so far.
Same.
so far, yeah.
Yes. If you could smoke with anyone, dead or alive, who would it be? Ooh.
I
I'ma
would say my
say-
mom. I'm gonna say my mom
Aw,
because
that's sweet.
well, because she was so against it, but she was pretty cool. I think if my dad was kind of out of the picture first, then I could have gotten her to eventually smoke with me, right? But she passed with her biases.
Well, now my answer is way less heartfelt. Not
Oh,
Mine
sorry.
too. I don't even want to answer now. I can't
mine
even
just sounds.
think.
Mine just sounds selfish now.
Well, mine's totally selfish. Mine is totally selfish. I don't want to hang out with my mom again.
That's not selfish at all.
No, not at
I
all.
was gonna say Jimi Hendrix. I think hanging out with Jimi Hendrix and smoking one would be cool. But then you went and said your mom. I was like, oh man.
That's okay. That's just my thing. We can all have. Bunny, what would be yours?
That's a good question, and I'm seeing lots of good answers in the chat. Oh
Robin
boy.
Williams. Yeah, that'd be cool.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Williams.
Hendrix and Marley, yep. Willie Nelson and Snoop.
Willie Nelson.
He'd be fun.
Probably Cheech and Chong. One of them, either or. I'm not sure. Yeah.
Hey, you never know. It might happen. We can keep pushing. It might happen.
That's right. Hot or cold?
I like that one because Robin Williams. That's a good one because everybody
that was
like
very
happy-go-lucky, and he was not.
Zero tolerance says Martha Stewart.
Martha Stewart.
I would the munchies that you would get if you smoked weed with Martha Stewart. Can you imagine how good of munchie you would have? Fresh baked cookies and cake and all kinds of stuff.
I would like to have a smoke off with Snoop Dogg.
You think you could keep up with them? I think you could.
I could try.
I think it depends on whether or not he goes with joints or blunts.
Throw
down. So we have a couple
funny throwdown.
Yeah. We got a few more questions. Hot or cold?
Cold.
Hot.
Cold. Definitely cold. Would you rather never have red eyes but always smell like weed, or always never smell like weed but always have red eyes?
Always smell like weed.
I always smell
so
like
you would
weed. It's like
you would rather no red eyes.
I like dab it on.
Yeah.
Before I go out.
Whatever one where I smell like weed all the time. That's the one.
That's me. My eyes don't go red, so that's basically me.
The ladies at the post office always laugh at me when I come in. Are you shipping anything this time?
Indoor or outdoor?
Indoor.
Outdoor. I like my outdoor.
Yeah. You're killing your outdoor. Oh my goodness.
Organic or synthetic?
Organic.
Synthetic. I'm the odd one out.
Yeah.
Would you rather smoke with Cheech or with Chong?
Ooh.
I say Chong.
I think the possibilities of Chong would be more within our realm, since you two have already breathed the same air as him. But I think Cheech would be pretty cool. Like he had a career before you know the movies and whatnot. So I think that would be pretty cool. Get Cheech.
Great one-word answer.
It would be cool. It would be cool.
Right, Papa?
I still say Chong.
Oh, you heard that, did you? You heard the peanut gallery back there?
Last one. Weekday or weekend?
Weekend.
Weekend.
Friday night is a weekend. Friday night is considered the weekend.
Yes.
So
that's the
And we have come to the end of the segment. So what do you guys think? Thumbs up, middle finger? Should we continue in the next episodes or scrap it?
What do we do? What do we do? Which one?
Maybe
both.
You know what? That took a little bit of concentration actually from this weed. I had to concentrate on which hand was doing what because I'm doing two different symbols. Like if I just went like this, that's easy. But like, that took a minute. Oh, look, Bunny's just having a party back there.
Moving around.
Thumbs up.
Oh, fun. Yeah, that was.
So are we ready to bring? Are we ready to bring on our guest?
I think
Papa
we
Kush.
are.
Are we ready to bring on our Papa Kush?
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Welcome.
I'm going to mute Mama because we're in the same room. It's one of the bonuses of being behind the scenes.
Yes.
But if I laugh, you can still hear me.
Yeah. So
We can
if
still hear
anybody
you.
has,
Shut the fuck up.
if anybody has any questions for Papa or any of us, just type it in the chat below.
I got
Well,
a
let me
question.
answer the first question: why I don't show my face. So
There
no
you
fear
go.
of me showing my face. There's a few reasons why I don't. The number one reason is I've been married to Mama for 150 years, like she says.
They're vampires.
I know
He
her
won't
very
show up.
well. When she has a little drinky and a little hoot, she never shuts the fuck up. So I wouldn't get a word in edgewise anyway. Second reason is I'm not a grower. This is a community for growers and to show their gardens. I just partake in Mama's labors. I don't grow nothing. I may on occasion build the tent or put up a light. That's about it.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's really those, you know. And there's also a reason, and that's the secret sauce of this show, and that is women are power. And many influencers haven't figured this out yet. But
Don't
this
tell all the
show
secrets.
succeeds because it's not about me. I just bring a little humor to this show, but it's about
Yes, you
having the
do.
women and having the women talk.
Papa's our secret sauce. You know damn well that's the truth because he sat there for 2 years watching us on Instagram, and he was like just chomping at the bit. And now we've relinquished the power over to him, and we get to enjoy pictures that should not be shown on the internet.
Which brings
Yes.
me to my question, Papa.
What's that?
What was it that made you decide that you wanted to be the
Behind the scenes guy.
producer role, the behind the scenes guy, to wrangle up all these fucking crazy kids?
It's a very good question,
Kind of
but
made you.
It's actually a pretty long answer because I started watching you guys the moment Mama stepped on for the very first time in Instagram.
Yeah.
So, and I've always been a supporter with her. In fact, I think you and I were hitting her on two different fronts, Ganiks.
Yeah.
To get her on that first time, she comes on with this glass of wine that you could pour a whole bottle into it.
And a straw.
In the fucking bottle.
And
But
a
anyway,
straw.
she has this vat of wine with a straw. So she's 3 sheets to the fucking wind. And she finally gets on. And she's all timid and blah, blah, blah. We know how the story goes. And I've watched every show since then, just being a supportive husband.
Wine with the straw.
So as time went on, I'm like, and I hear you guys after the show, you'd bitch and moan about Instagram. I couldn't see like if Ganiks was host, you couldn't see any of the guests. It would just be a black screen. I mean, it was just a horrific pain in the ass. And he needs the show grows. He's seeing a black screen, and it's like, ooh, that's a lovely grow. Well, fuck, you know, it just sucks. So
It did.
I tried to get them to move to Grow Me Gardens for like 6 months. I'm like trying to talk her into going to YouTube.
Yes.
And there was someone holding them back, right? And Ganiks, in fact, this person caused a lot of drama. I'm not going to mention any names or anything like that. It's not what this is about. But they left eventually, and they basically wanted to kill Homegrow. And Ganiks single-handedly kept it alive, all by himself. And then he brought Mama back, and then he recruited Cbunny. And I think Cbunny was supposed to be behind the scenes, you know, I'll just do this and that, and, you know, behind here. And they're like, oh, yeah, that's great. That's great. So we're going live next week, and you're coming on.
Yep.
And then I said, well, let me help. You guys don't have to worry about the production bit. I'll learn StreamYard, and I'll figure it out. And, I mean, I got pretty damn good at it. And so...
You did.
And if anybody's got any questions on how to produce and stuff like that, my first answer would be is to find someone else to do it. Don't do it. You can't run the show and do the production. It's just you're trying to do 2 jobs. So don't be a cheap twat. Get someone else to run the show for you and give them autonomy.
That's what we did.
That's right.
Yeah, pretty much.
Oh my goodness.
That is.
Oh.
But you know what? It's gotten so much better.
At any time, we'll talk.
It's gotten so much better on our end of things with having you doing the behind the scenes, like not having to worry about it. So much easier.
That's right.
Oh, the hands-free stuff. Like, how many times did I swipe out of our conversation? We'd be live and I'd go to like something. Whoop! I'm popping into somebody else's live. Oh, hi guys. I gotta go. I gotta go back to my live.
And Papa is very professional for reaching out and getting guests to come on, which has helped us as well to be more
he's not
concentrating.
professional to us.
No, I'm not professional on the show at all. Behind the scenes, I am. I'm very business-like that way, organized.
That's right.
Guests and stuff like that.
Yes.
I mean, we're booked out till November now.
Yeah, super excited with the amount of people we have coming on and the people we have coming on. So fall is here, you guys. This is why we're doing this. This is going to be such a fun night that we just want to hang out with the community. And again, we're going to be doing the lightning round with our guests again. And sorry, I'm getting a little reverb. And it's going to be super fun.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I think it's a nice way to break it up.
Yeah.
Yep.
So.
And speaking of it being fall over on Spotify, this episode here is our last episode of season 3. So next episode, we are starting season 4.
Yes.
Yeah.
And that's HGTC podcast.
Yes, over on Spotify. And there's about 11 to 12 episodes per season.
Yes, and it's just
so we've had quite.
We don't air the Fridays. Fridays is our fun night.
Yes.
Yes.
So we have quite a few episodes over there to recap this year so far.
And what a year it has been! Oh my goodness!
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Oh,
how did he get so sexy? How did Papa get so sexy? You know, I took him from a small little boy. A little bartender at the back of the bar, and I brought him out, and I've been working on him for 150 years.
Want my version now?
Oh boy!
So there was this hot piece of ass at the corner of the bar that I just got liquored, and she hung around because of the free booze until I knocked her up.
Papa got the look.
It's true though. He's not lying.
Facts are facts.
I married my bartender, you know. Oh, Chubbs. Welcome.
But to answer the question seriously, I use that phrase a lot, even throughout my career, like in business and stuff. I'd say, "Ooh, that's sexy," and people kept saying and I didn't say it like I said it, like sexy, and they're like, I can't pull it off. So that's why Papa is sexy.
No, it was the giveaway with Grambo.
Yeah, I know, and I put it up. Papa is sexy.
I know. And I actually have video evidence of sexiness. Just give me a second to find my phone. Chat
and by the way,
for a moment, please, would you?
Grambo is super excited that happened.
Yes.
On the night that he was on, by the way. He's mentioned that a couple times now.
Yes. Yeah.
Well, I think there was a giveaway where Grambo was sexy too.
There was, and it didn't take off nearly as well as Papa is sexy.
And then you guys made me this sexy logo.
We did.
Right. Well, that's right.
Alcana Stewart and I had a conversation, and next thing you know,
Alcana Stewart, he's my boy. I love that guy.
Oh my God, is that you? 150 years ago, that's what you looked like?
150 years ago.
Wow.
That is unacceptable.
This is Sparta!
Mama got the boot.
I got back up in the chat. She's texted me. Yeah.
That was me being a badass with my leathers. or thinking.
Oh my
of
God, he
that.
was so mad at me when
Yeah,
I got
baby
rid of that
face.
jacket. Like when I got rid of that jacket, it was the jacket I bought him that
Oh
jacket.
yeah, kind buds. Thank you very much.
Hey, listen, he'd still be wearing it today.
I would.
What's wrong with that?
She got rid of it on me.
I did. But he didn't know for 3 years that I got rid of it. He went looking for it one day and I'm like, oh, that's been gone for years. What? I love that jacket. He was very upset with me.
And you bought it for me.
At the time, it was a fashionable moment, but where is that picture? I have this one picture of you and I found it 4 times today, but now that we're live, I can't find it.
Should have saved them all to a special folder.
Right?
She's not even looking.
I know she didn't even see it.
Nothing.
Oh, okay, I'm not going to be able to find it. Thank you to my backup in the chat that has my personal cell phone number. I appreciate it.
Well, one thing I do like you guys in the community. I love the accolades you guys give. I don't know if you guys go near the ending, but I saved them all up, and I put these out in the end of the show during the.
Well, yeah, you just your head has to have your ego needs the hit, so he saves them all up to the end, and then it's like, oh, shout out to Papa.
Papa, 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 Papa.
Yeah. Yeah.
I know it's funny. I love it. I think it's good.
I laugh.
Oh my goodness. Okay, moving on. If anybody else has any questions for us, please.
What is one thing that you have learned over, I guess, since December of coming over to YouTube? What's one thing that you've learned since starting doing this that has helped more than anything else? Like what's the biggest thing that you've learned so far doing this, I guess, is my question.
Bunny?
I've been learning a lot. I've also been realizing that I know more than I think I know, which has been a big thing. Being on the podcast has definitely got me out more of my comfort zone. So that's been a good thing. Definitely getting to know the community, getting to know, the team as people and not just as a group has been been one of my biggest things.
Ganiks, what about you?
I asked the question. I don't have to go next. I get to go last.
I told you there's no math.
Mama, then Papa, then me.
Biggest thing I've learned since being on YouTube is that it's quite a bit of work with not a lot of reward, like feasible reward, I would say, which we knew this, but you know what? It is so freaking fun. I would never stop.
Yeah.
Ganiks?
So that's
Papa?
That's the answer.
Yeah, what about me? Jesus.
Yeah, I said Papa's next.
I know she's about to get Spartan kicked again.
And your answer will be a little different than ours because you're on a different end of it. But
That's right.
I think my
same
biggest
thing
learning
applies,
is the intricacies behind the scenes. Like the show itself is actually quite easy, but I'll spend hours trying to find a meaning for the right situation or for different situations and kind of think ahead on where a conversation could go.
We know you're psychic. You know half of our conversations before it ends.
because he's
That's
heard
right.
them 25
Well,
times
that's because
already.
you get high and you say the same story 12 times to Ganiks before we go on.
Between the two of them, they're bad for that.
You're so bad.
But that's how I know they're not lying, because it's always the same.
Right? We just pick up and drop off at different points within the story.
Exactly.
Well, or the story never gets finished. They'll
Or never get finished.
we try to, to give you a picture of the background of the story before the story starts, and we get so involved in the background, we're like, well, what was the story again? You know how many times
What were
I
we
haven't seen
talking
the
about?
damn punchline? Or if I heard this story, she gets high all the time, so she forgets, and then she tells me the same story. Well, after like the 16th reiteration of the story gets a bit better as she tells it.
Oh,
So
yeah.
I try and see the little nuances that she put in. At one point, it's like, well, the cops were almost called. That was the end of the story. And then the next, after 16 times, she's jumping over fences, dashing away from the fuzz, and like going like under trees and everything else. It's like, I'm like, the cops are never there.
Well, that's funny. What about you, Ganiks? What has been your whatever the question was? I can't remember.
One thing that you've learned.
Yes.
There's a lot of things that I've learned. Like the work aspect is definitely one of them.
Yeah.
Not that there wasn't work involved when we did Instagram, because there definitely was. But there's a lot more preparation for YouTube, because I feel like we've gotten a lot more professional with our production, having Papa in the background. So there's videos that we have to do now. So that's all done behind the scenes. There's platinum albums that we're making. That's all being done behind the scenes. There's merch stores that are being done. That's all being done behind the scenes. There's slaps that are being done. That's all done behind the scenes. There's giveaways being done. So that's all, you see it on the screen, but all the getting the addresses and sending them off to the different people and stuff like that. That's all done behind the scenes. Getting the stuff.
That's why you're Slap Master G.
It's all done behind the scenes. So there's a lot of behind the scenes.
All the reels, all the music, all the logos,
it all gets
pictures.
It takes a team to make the dream work. Teamwork makes the dream work. And it really is true. It really is true.
So like we're live 2 days a week. So 4 hours a week we're live.
Yeah.
But for the rest of the hours of the week, we're making videos. We're
working.
We're doing there's a lot of stuff that we're doing. And like thankfully Papa now reaches out to all the people to get them on the show, because that was another thing that we were doing when we were on Instagram, I
wouldn't have it any other way now, though. I think this has been so fun that we've all found our grooves. We've worked on this since December, so that was what 9 months now. We've birthed the baby. People birthed the baby.
Well, that's the gist of it, isn't it? I mean, if you're not having fun, why bother doing it?
Exactly.
Like I have a great time trying to generate laughs and behind the scenes and see how many laughs I can get throughout a show, right?
Yeah.
And you guys love doing this show.
That's right.
Honestly,
But
that's some unauthorized pictures, sir.
That's a very important point to bring up too. Is a lot of people do podcasts and they wonder how come it keeps failing. That's because a lot of the time the team is not on the same page. You're not having fun. And that being said, like there is times where we've had disagreements. It's not always sunshine and rainbows, but we do work through it, and that's what makes us a great team. There's Papa.
It's me actually working. Hence the smile on my face.
You didn't like that.
You could tell.
That was not a good week.
All right, well, God damn it. You're going to just show all that shit.
No, I'm getting back at you. Oh, no.
There's Papa's face.
Oh, he's back.
And his hair's not all over the place.
Oh, okay.
I gotta
What's that?
Oh, no.
That's the Papa we know.
Oh, stop it. Like this one.
Oh, that's a good one. That looks like a good day, actually. That looks like a fun day.
You need some nipple tassels. Actually,
I do.
He had a couple doobies. He had a couple doobies on that boat trip, and that little paddle. That's the size of the paddle, by the way. That is the paddle. That little paddle was the guitar for the rest of the trip.
I was gonna say, I thought he was playing like a little like Fisher Price plastic guitar or something. I thought it was like.
What about my?
I didn't actually think that
I gave to one of my It's me in like a bathrobe, like in some spa in Mexico with a glass
I
of red
remember
wine.
that.
I'm doing the pose, lying down on this
I gotta
chair.
look for it. That's
And
what I
I
was looking
framed
for.
it and gave it to one of my employees, and he didn't know what the hell to do with it.
So he kept it on his desk
It was,
because it was his boss gave it to him. So he was just like, "Thanks, boss," and he popped it on his desk.
Keep
And
that on
there
my
he
desk.
is.
It was
Like
like a secret like giveaway Christmas or something, and I framed this shitty
Secret
picture.
Santa.
Well, the actual present was the frame, right? It was a nice picture frame, but I'm like, okay, well, let's throw a little humor into this.
That's funny.
Well,
I've seen that picture. I
that-
remember you guys showed me that a long
That
time
picture
ago.
picture got passed around the department. Quite a few people, because we relinquished it for a little bit, and then it became whoever had the top performing whatever got the picture. So then they got the picture, and it like became like the trophy that
They fought
had
for
the picture. Oh my goodness.
the medians and sexy bees.
That's funny.
And
Well,
on
I've
that
seen you guys'
note,
With
I've
that
seen you
being
guys'
said-
wedding photos.
that's right.
Oh my god.
We-
150
are-
years.
150 years.
I mean, like you didn't go through the whole photo album, but I mean, like you guys have a wedding photo hung up
Yes.
on your wall, or you did at one
Yes.
point. And I remember you showing me that, like, I don't know, 2 years ago or something like that.
And I look
Long
exactly
time
the
ago.
same 150 years later.
She does.
I mean, both of you really do, except for
The hunk of
Papa's got a
burning
beard
love.
where he didn't back
Well,
then.
Papa,
I mean,
Papa
that's
can
the
grow a
only
mustache
difference.
right now.
Well, so
He's-
can you.
People, I'm Ukrainian. I can't help it. Okay, let's end it. It's time to
Oh,
jump
yes.
over to Tea with
To
P
tea with
and
P.
end our shenanigans. Drop an HGTC in Peace chat. Let them know we sent you.
All right, I'm going to leave and let you guys finish this off, but good to meet you, community. This is what I look like. Peace.
Peace.
Oh my goodness. 25 pumps of conditioner that takes. 25 pumps. That's what that hair takes.
Well, thank you everybody who has joined
it's
us,
not
who has
free,
asked
though.
questions, and who's always supporting us. We appreciate all of you, and don't forget to be here on Friday.
Oh
Yes.
my goodness. Yes.
Friday's the night where
All right.
everything just blows up.
Okay, guys, 1,500. We're almost there. Come on, tell all your friends, please. Like, I want to see the
16.
Ganicorn. I want to see the
16.
Ganicorn. 16. Come on. Come on. We can do it by Friday. Come on. We want to see the
16.
Ganicorn. There's
That's
going to be paper mache and ribbons. I don't know what he has planned. Oh, boy. You don't want to miss it. Okay. Come on, everybody. Please, please, please. I want to have fun. I want to have that giveaway and round out the end of August, the end of summer, because everybody's going back to work and school and it's all coming to an end
Yes.
next week. So let's round it out and have some fun.
Yes.
Yes. Share
All
it,
right.
share it, share it. Get
Happy
it out
growing,
there.
everyone.
16 more followers, subscribers.
Mama pushes tending to her plants today. See bunnies in the zone in her mellow way. Mr.Ganiks with a smile always brings the cheer. Homegrow the community, we got no fear. Growing love in every pot. This is our happy spot. Mama Tushy, Bunny, Mr.Ganiks too. In the heart of the grow, we're lifting spirits true. Cannabis, laughter, bringing dreams alive. Homegrow the community where we all thrive. Under Canadian skies, we share our good vibes. Wednesday nights and Fridays where laughter thrives. From the gardens we learn, yeah, we share the light. Join us in the chill, everything feels so right. Together, we can rise with sunshine in our eyes. Mama Tushy, Bunny, Mr.Ganiks too. In the heart of the grow, we're lifting spirits true. Cannabis, laughter, bringing dreams alive.